Good morning, everybody. Today, I will deliver a lecture on MUGA or multi-gated acquisition. This is also known as radionuclide ventriculography. It is used to prevent the occurrence of the heart diseases like cardiomyopathy, heart attack, and all. So what is nuclear medicine? Nuclear medicine is a science which deals with the study of radionuclides, radiotracer, radiopharmaceuticals or radioisotope for the diagnosis or imaging of the deceased person, treatment also, and research purposes. In nuclear medicine, we are using the tracer or radioactive isotope or radiopharmaceutical in the form of liquid. So, and this nuclear cardiology is a sub branch of nuclear medicine which deals with the study of cardiac disease with the help of radionuclide material or radiopharmaceuticals like thallium scan or multi-gated acquisition scan or radio ventriculography. So nuclear cardiology studies use non-invasive techniques to assess myocardial blood flow, evaluate the pumping function of the heart, as well as visualize the size and location of heart attack. So in nuclear medicine, it is very important to see the functions of the heart before starting any chemotherapy. Chemotherapy like adriamycin, which is a cardiotoxic drug, and the common sign and symptoms of heart attack or any chest discomfort during therapy or before therapy or in the case of oncology. Most heart attacks involves discomfort in the center of the chest that lasts more than few minutes or that goes away and comes back, and discomfort in chest area of the upper body, and very common shortness of breathing. So nuclear medicine and heart diseases, cardiac nuclear medicine is useful in the diagnosing, assessing coronary artery disease, and it is also used to evaluate cardiomyopathy and identify possible damage to the heart from chemotherapy or radiotherapy. So nuclear medicine is a non-invasive, as I already told you that nuclear medicine uses liquid form of the radio isotope or radiopharmaceutical for the purpose of diagnosis and treatment. So comes to MUGA or multi-gated acquisition and medical oncology. My presentation is directly related with the oncology subject. So what is MUGA? MUGA is a short form of this procedure which is known as the multi-gated acquisition scan and also equilibrium radionuclide angiogram or blood pool scan. It is a non-invasive diagnostic test used to evaluate the pumping function of the ventricles or lower chamber of the heart. So how does adriamycin affect the heart? Adriamycin is a cardiotoxic drug which is used for the treatment of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and lung cancer, testicular cancer, and other many cancers. And cardiotoxicity means permanent damage to the muscles of the heart or the functioning of the heart. Cardiotoxicity can be severe with adriamycin treatment and may develop late during therapy or within 2 to 3 months after the treatment has ended. So it is very necessary to monitor the effects of adriamycin during the treatment of cancer. So comes to radionuclide ventriculography. Here we nuclear medicine peoples all over the world is using technetium-99M. It's a radionuclide material which is tagged with the RBC or red blood corpuscles to see the ventricles of the heart, and it is also called multi-gated acquisition, and it is very popular technology worldwide. I know this is using in our India since last 50 years. There are two methods. One is in vitro for the labeling, and second one is in vivo method. The major advantage of the radionuclide method is that circulation of left ventricular ejection fraction is not dependent on mathematical assumptions of ventricular shape, and immediate counts in ventricles are proportional to its volume. So when we take the images under the gamma camera, we make a area of interest in the ventricle, that is region of interest or ROI, for taking the or counting the radionuclide emission from the volume of blood which is in ventricles. This picture shows projections are used in radionuclide ventriculography. The main area is left ventricle. You can see the medical oncology, in which we are giving the doxorubicin, or this is known as adriamycin. And doxorubicin causes both early and late heart damage. The early damage occurs immediately after drug administration or within 1 to 2 days, like chest pain, tingling and numbness in the lips and tongues, and heart attack also. So there are minor effects that are picked up on the electrocardiogram, and most cases resolve without causing any major problems. So how does doxorubicin damage the heart? It reacts with some chemicals in the body called enzymes to produce harmful substances called free radicals, and production of these harmful free radicals is enhanced in organs like the heart, where there are more oxygen and iron. While some organs have special enzymes to destroy these free radicals, the heart has a relatively poor supply of these enzymes. This makes the heart muscles susceptible to damage with free radicals. So what are the factors affecting the heart damage? This picture shows doxorubicin injection bottle here. This is a drug used in the oncology for the treatment of cancer patient. So numerous factors increase the chances of heart damage with doxorubicin. A high dose of doxorubicin is more likely to produce heart damage. At higher doses, the chances of heart damage increases. There are studies shows that there should not be 450 milligram total dose given to the patient in their treatment, but ideally less than 450 milligram per square meter. So fortunately, most chemo schedules requires lower doses, and also the patient is also taking the radiotherapy treatment, immunotherapy treatment, radiotherapy treatment in the chest when we are treating the carcinoma lungs or non-Hodgkin's lymphoma or ABB COP regime resistant Hodgkin's disease. So adriamycin or doxorubicin is given in these patients along with the radiation treatment, and the radiation dose also damages the cardiac muscles, produces heart damage. In oncology, so equilibrium gated Muga protocol. First we take the rhythm strip by using ECG, and there should not be less than 10% premature ventricular contractions. And radiopharmaceutical, I already told you, the technetium-99m labeled with red blood cells, we are using under or 20 millicurie dose, and collimeter in the gamma camera, which is imaging equipment, low energy general purpose collimeter we use here for best imaging purposes, and window of the machine is 15 to 20%, centered at 140 kilo electron volt is the energy of the technetium-99 or radionuclide material. And the imaging, we take anterior, left anterior, oblique or LAO, best septal view, and left lateral views, and gamma camera persistent scope to determine the optimal. LAO view of separating for the separation of left and right ventricular activity, and 16 frames per cardiac cycles we recorded, and 250 K counts per frame for studies performed at rest, and 100 K counts per frame in the optimum LAO view for studies obtained during an intervention. So these are the ECG recording. Topmost is a normal ECG of the person, normal sinus rhythm. This should be before any adriamycin or doxorubicin given to the patient. We take these ECG, and below second number, B is sinus tachycardia, and C is atrial fibrillation. Here it is contraindicated, the drug, and premature vascular contractions with Bizamini lowermost. So this is very important to take the ECG recording first to select the patient for doxorubicin. This is first pass radionuclide angiogram. When we inject bolus intravenously, we take the picture that for identification of the aorta and all the chambers of the heart. You can see here aorta, aortic valve, left atrium, lung, all pulmonary artery, and right superior vena cava, to confirm that the activity is labeled normally, and distribution is also seen here. This is a multi-gated acquisition of a normal person before doxorubicin cardiotoxic drug. You can see the 66% of ejection fraction. Normally the ejection fraction is 50 to 66%. So this is very important to see the and diastolic and systolic and phase and amplitude histograms and all. This is abnormal one. 17% ejection fraction in this patient of taking doxorubicin cardiotoxic drugs during the treatment. This is after cardiac muscle damage. Patient with normal baseline obtained second study after 250 to 300 milligram per meter square. Like that, we have to take up to or below the 450 milligram per meter square feet of drug dose, or if there is any diminished or decrease of this ejection fraction, we stop the drug to save the life of the patient. So we conclude here, the Muga scan or multi-gated acquisition or radioventriculography is non-invasive and generally safe for most people. The only potential concern is exposure to a very small dose of radiation, and Muga gives accurate reports of heart function, left ventricle ejection fraction, and wall motion. The tracer is flushed out of the body by the kidneys within 24 hours. Very important test to monitor doses of cardiotoxic adriamycin, doxorubicin injection in oncology. So my message is save heart, Thank you very much for listening patiently. Thank you very much.